This
WNBC
is Mad Men Sports.
We stan our boy Mookie Hartness.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Big guy.
I get pumped every time I hear him.
Who's Mookie?
In the NFL Lives, the interviews.
Yeah.
Speaking of interviews,
What do we got here?
we're giving away this autographed football to you. Guess the score correctly below. We'll send it out to you.
Please
Isn't
get
that
the score right. We just want to give it away.
We sent our jerseys out, and I haven't heard that they've been received yet. So I'm going to check with USPS about that this week.
Definitely.
Actually, I think I got an email. I didn't look through it because I got a new phone. So I have to see if we got a new email because I have to log back in. Mm-hmm. But I imagine someone's looking for it.
Yeah.
At least I hope so.
Fingers crossed.
I'm looking for it because I haven't found them yet.
Mm-hmm. David, what's the weather supposed to be like in sunny Jacksonville?
A high of 66, low of 46.
Cold.
Kind of weird.
Is that weird?
That's
Yeah, I expect it to be hotter in Jacksonville.
November.
Yeah, sure.
Jacksonville.
They play Super Bowls there in February.
Northern Florida?
Yeah.
Yes. That makes sense.
Where's your favorite place the Bills play?
Orchard Park.
Outside of Orchard Park, obviously.
I don't know. I've never been to another Bills game.
You don't like watching like other games that are away? Dave, where's your favorite away game watching on TV?
Of any stadium?
Yeah, don't do that. Dallas, maybe?
No, I hate everything about Dallas.
Medical Stadium.
That's a fun question. I would say, growing up was always like the San Francisco's, the Raiders, because it was a baseball field.
Ooh, those are cool.
Those were cool.
Ooh, don't
Dolphins.
don't get
But growing up,
tackled
they look lazy as hell.
Who did?
They just look lazy though.
The baseball.
Yeah,
Football stadium.
it's like they couldn't afford.
Damn poor.
I don't like domes. I think football should be played outside.
Confirmed Dave hates dome.
But to answer the question on hand, Green Bay is a cool stadium. It's just like an old school feel.
I feel that. The old candles.
What's yours?
Probably Dallas.
What?
They got a big screen.
You guys don't like any AFC games?
Yeah, Orchard Park.
My favorite place that the Bills go that it's away is the Dolphins. Because it's just nice. Everyone looks like they're having fun there.
Hard Rock Stadium.
Makes me happy.
Does it
Watching the
make
games
you...
there. So who do we have on this? We had Urban Meyer, who said today that he's been watching a lot of the Bills for the last couple of years because he's looking to model their rebuild off of the Bills rebuild because he thinks it's the most successful rebuild in the NFL in recent history. And I can't agree more.
Is it safe to say I don't believe him?
Why wouldn't you believe
He
him?
said last couple of years he just entered the league this year, and apparently at the end of last year he was going to retire.
Well, he's been
He was
seeing what the
saying-
Bills have been doing for the past couple of years.
You think this
Not
guys don't
been
watch
studying.
football? This guys don't watch football? You don't watch football?
No, I think Urban Meyer's a huge asshole. Probably in
Actually-
real life too.
Jesus. So they just have a sideline. They have just an asshole going up and down the sideline with a headset on? This is must-watch football. I need to see. That's probably why they're taking it to London. It's like Guinness Book of World Records and stuff.
Jake, what are you looking at?
I'm just thinking about when Urban Meyer was in that bar in Ohio. I'm trying to find a joke there.
I'm
between
thinking how good of a
an
Halloween
asshole
costume it was if it would have thought of something.
and him there.
Speaking of hassles, Dave, what's your take on the game this week for the Jacksonville Jaguars? You think they got a chance?
I think they're all playing for their jobs.
Just playing.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know a thing about their defense.
Don't ever lie to me.
I don't even know who they have on defense. I know they have a
Josh
guy
Allen.
named Josh Allen, who's I think up there top 5 leading this league in sacks, but that doesn't scare me, and nor should it scare you. I know James Robinson
play,
is
so
a
I'll
running
never see
back that they're relying heavy on because Travis Etienne is not playing, obviously.
He foamed home.
They have a wide receiver. I don't know his name. You could tell I did my
DJ
homework.
Chark. Who's
No,
hurt?
Lavashke Shalal or something like that.
That's not
Who?
LaVishka Chanel.
We did a
We did phone.
college prospect on him.
Yeah, and I remember saying specifically he's not going to be good because a guy like that is
He
never
didn't
going to be
say
good.
that.
A guy with that name is not going to be a household name.
I don't think you can say that.
Trevor Lawrence, though.
He's a household name, so
He's
he's
gonna
wrong.
get canceled.
Trevor Lawrence is an interesting guy. I don't know much about him.
We already have one Ty Law in the league. We don't need more than one. T-Law.
Damn.
So to answer your question, the Jags don't scare me.
Their secondary is like a high school football teams. They're really bad. Mac Jones
Mac Jones is there.
played very well against the Jaguars.
So there's 2 Josh Allens and there's 2 Mac Joneses.
Yeah, there's a Jake Haynes on that team.
I don't think the Jacksonville Jaguars know how to draft properly. They keep going to the board and they're like, damn it, Josh Allen's in this draft. We got to get him. Did you know there's a Mac Jones out there? We got to get him. That's funny. I like my joke there.
I'm glad
If
you
you're in the
liked it at
comments,
my
go
expense.
below. And like the joke.
They always make fun of me. Don't reward this behavior. Do not reward this behavior.
Did you just mock your voice? He's just yawning.
That's how I talk.
The Jaguars tire me out.
Yeah? You don't miss the Chad Henne games, the Blake Bortles games?
Or when we lost in the playoffs.
to Blake Bortles at 87
I'm more interested in the
rushing
Jaguars
yards?
owners than I am anything about that organization. They own AEW,
What's AEW for the people who don't know at home?
The cult of
All Elite
personality.
Wrestling. They own WWE's. It's not even competition. They own a lower brand.
Whoa.
Wrestling.
Time out. You're saying it's a lower brand?
Yes, 100%.
So it's like the Bisons.
Hold
of-
on.
I will take a
Wrestling.
polygraph. to that.
Stop. It's not called WWE. It's called All Elite Wrestling. Seems like there's a lower product in WWE. One's entertainment, one's wrestling.
One picks up scraps from another organization, which is WWE. WWE literally cuts people, so AEW could just pick up their trash.
That's
Yeah, but in recent history,
so. Didn't the Panthers do that to the Bills?
the
And how that would turn
WWE
out?
is not getting rid of trash. They're getting rid of perennial all-stars.
Like CM Punk.
CM Punk is washed up trash.
You just were talking about
His
off-pod,
theme music.
how you loved him.
His theme music.
Edge,
with WWE still.
Chris Jericho.
Chris Jericho's the GOAT.
John Cena.
And where is he?
WWE.
And where is Chris Jericho?
He's in AEW and he
Stun deal.
What about Hulk Hogan?
is banned because he's a racist.
Oh,
Yeah. He's
Jake, you really need to do some homework on this.
fuck Hulk Hogan.
Especially if you're going to try to call me out.
You just have to tell me later.
So you
what
got
you
Chris
did.
Jericho. You got CM Punk.
Google Hulk Hogan racism.
I'll do it later.
Okay, and here's one more for you. Where is Brock Lesnar?
WWE.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
He got his contract ripped up.
It's storyline. That's kayfabe.
That's what?
Call it kayfabe in the wrestling world.
And
What's
what is
that mean?
This is a Bills podcast, I promise.
It's storyline. that
storyline.
lives on in wrestling, but it's also real life.
Wow, so their product is so bad that they have to write a storyline about how they canceled the contract of their best wrestler. That's how good their product is.
What about Mae Young?
Dead.
She's dead?
Dead.
Still seen him.
Wait, no, she's dead?
Her and her puppies are long gone.
She was old in the 90s, brother.
Yes.
Mae Young was just a name. She's not
I
forever
guess
young.
In the comment section, tell us what you like better, AEW, WB, and I would bet you half of you don't even watch either one. I bet you the Blackburns watch AEW.
I don't think so.
I barely know what that is.
I watch AEW because it's real wrestling.
It was on tonight.
Who won?
Don't know. Don't watch. I have
just
too
said you
much to
saw
do
it.
in my
So
life to watch crap.
you've been there.
I've been there twice.
BS.
Way more than I have.
More than in WWE you've ever been.
No, that's not true.
Can we start over into a Bills
No.
podcast?
No, just change the topic.
What's the vibes for Sunday's game?
I gotta think the Bills are in the driver's seat. Obviously, we're talking about wrestling.
14.5 point favorites.
Bigger than last week's.
5.5.
The viewers are probably confused. The story is
So the Buffalo Bills.
the Jacksonville Jaguars owner owns All Elite Wrestling. He owns the AEW,
Which is
That's
a
the
better
thing.
product
and
than
that's a lot of the
WWE.
Jaguars' problems. His focus and money is all on AEW right now, not the Jaguars.
Because it's a good
Same
product.
thing with the Sabres.
Because it's a good product.
Buffalo.
Because it's a good product. And it's better than the Jaguars.
Maybe so. Maybe that's how bad the Jaguars are.
Which one does Bret Hart wrestle for?
He is retired, but WWE at one point.
What about,
Can't even keep Bret Hart.
what about Kane?
He's the mayor of Knoxville, Tennessee.
No shit, really?
Yeah.
There's so much going on in the wrestling world.
WWE is so bad that they have a storyline where one of the wrestlers that came from hell, that used to be the stepbrother of
Undertaker's
Undertaker, is the Knoxville mayor. That's how bad their storylines are.
And that's how bad Jacksonville's going to be
These
this week.
storylines are way too deep. It's just like I wanted to wrestle, and now I'm a mayor.
WWE has a storyline where their best wrestler
Owen
doesn't
Hart
have a
died.
contract.
Eddie Guerrero.
Is that just breaking news? Why is he chiming in like that?
What about Eddie Guerrero? Is that the guy that?
No. Chris Benoit.
He had a heart attack.
Yeah, that guy.
Chris Benoit, his family.
Rey Mysterio.
Alive and well. Not only that, his son's in wrestling, but we really got to get back
It
on
seems
Seems like a
Yeah,
really
the
toxic
AEW.
environment. Speaking of a toxic environment, the Jacksonville Jaguars had a 20-game losing
This is
streak.
how confident we all feel.
Had a 20-game losing streak this season, snapped by the Miami Dolphins in London, England.
Love.
How do we feel? Do we think the Jacksonville Jaguars, who is down more in point spread because it's an away game? I've never seen the Bills a double-digit, 2-touchdown favorite on the road. Is that a surprising line to you?
No, not at all. Jacksonville Jaguars are a really bad team.
No, I think we would have still been 14-point favorites, 14 plus against a couple games this year. Houston Texans for one. Dolphins. What were we for the Dolphins? Do we know off the top of your head?
14.
On the road?
No, on the road it was like
Did we
3.
cover that?
Really? Yeah. 35-0. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Let's talk about something because we have to.
Sure. This is our job.
So the Bills' interior line has been pretty banged up. John Feliciano's out week to week, and I think addition by subtraction, if you ask me. I think Cody Ford's going to step up. Who do you think steps up? Do you think Bucker steps up? Or is my boy Cody Ford going to come back around?
It's going to be Cody Ford. We saw last year, John Feliciano going out. The offensive line was actually better than what it was when he was in. So,
Addition by subtraction.
Cody Ford, don't mess it up.
Saw a funny tweet today.
What was the funny tweet?
John Feliciano's best plays is when he's picking up Josh Allen because he fucks up. That's his best move, is him picking up Josh Allen. Oh,
Damn.
my father-in-law just sent me a picture.
Thank you, Chuck.
Shout out. Oh, this is really nice.
What do we got?
Go ahead.
Deion Dawkins needs to step it up.
It's the Cardinal Stadium.
He has not played well this season. That is all. He needs to step it up and start playing better and get less penalties.
Or hear me out. We just cut him.
No.
No, because he's got a 3-year deal, and maybe there's an out. Are you guys surprised by no move at the deadline?
No. I didn't want to get rid
Not
of
at all. There's not much we need.
We weren't getting a
And
first or second.
and I know we all got excited yesterday. I don't know if you were excited yesterday, but we all got excited.
I didn't get excited.
There's really not ever really any moves at the NFL.
Von Miller?
That was the day before,
Still kind of close to the deadline.
and everyone's up in arms about that. But Von Miller hasn't done much in 2 years. I think it's kind of an overrated move.
He's been a shell of himself for a little while.
I think it's really well. He had COVID last year, I think.
Yes.
So I think it's kind of an overrated move. I think the Rams are going all in with them hosting the Super Bowls here in LA. They really are going all in on winning this thing. I think the Rams are going to fall flat on their face.
It was definitely more of like a publicity stunt. Like he's not going to make that big of an impact the way that they were showing it out to be.
They give a lot up for him too.
The only move that I thought was a possibility and people were talking about was moving Mitch Trubisky, but I think you'd be hard-pressed to find a team with a quarterback on a 1-year deal to give up a first or second round pick, which I
Yeah.
think he's worth with context included.
So my brother here, Zach,
Hey, Zack.
I am here.
made up a good point yesterday. Actually,
always make up good
I'll give
points.
him credit for this. I bet you Mitch Trubisky would have been traded, but we found out later in the day, we can segue to this, that Jake Fromm is on the COVID list. So I wonder if that is the reason maybe the Bills pulled out, and we might have got lucky with Josh Allen.
I think that's an interesting point. I think the reason why we didn't move Mitch Trubisky is because he's on a 1-year deal. So if you give up a lot for Mitch Trubisky,
Is it a
in
1-year
trade-
deal?
Yes,
Yeah.
$3 million. If you trade a good amount of assets for Mitch Trubisky, he's going to be gone with a year at the end of the year. So if you give up a first or second round pick, I'm not saying he's worth it. Theoretically, if you give up a first round pick for Mitch Trubisky, you're only going to have him for this year with no, without a doubt, he's going to sign.
Yeah.
He's a free agent at the end of the year.
He's going to go somewhere. He has to go somewhere.
Yeah.
He's a starter probably.
1,000%.
Listen, he doesn't have to play another snap this year to be a starter somewhere next year because the Chicago Bears are god awful, and he took that team to the playoffs last year. That's all the proof of the pudding for the resume he needs.
I think that's wildly hilarious. Just
They wanted him out of town. Look what you got. You reap what you
ran
sow
him
sometimes.
out.
Yeah.
And then you look at what happened with Andy Dalton and now Justin Fields.
The Saints,
Not great.
the Saints are an interesting one because they're a top 5 team in the NFC. That defense might be the best in the league, and they need a quarterback. And they should have probably made a move for Trubisky. They might have, but
You want to know who is?
you're going to say the Bills. I know. We're all homers on this thing.
The stats back it up too.
The Saints have no offense, and their defense is awesome.
Alvin Kamara's pretty good. Michael Thomas is out for the year.
You know how I feel about Kamara.
What was your stat on the Saints? He doesn't think they're good.
He doesn't.
No, I think
he
they're a
thinks
top
that
5 team in the NFC.
thinks
That's wrong.
It's crazy to me that they didn't get a quarterback because
It's because they're dead in the water.
He thinks that they have the best defense in the league,
I did say that. That is true.
and I said you're wrong.
Yeah, and I made a point to say we're all homers on this thing, and
But
Bills
they're
are
not-
the Bills
and
are
then-
best.
This is statistically a fact.
And that's exactly what I said. I said the stats back it up.
Sorry, my father-in-law's in St. Louis, so he was sending me out.
What's he doing there? Hey, you don't.
No, we need to talk about
It's on a
it.
birthday trip
Happy birthday, Chuck.
by train. So it's a really nice.
I'm so happy for you.
And then he was sending me pictures of the St. Louis Cardinals stadium. There's a ton of statues out front of it. I've never seen that before.
We need more stats.
I've been to St. Louis, and I didn't see the stadium.
We do need more statues.
Who's one Bill on this current team that deserves a statue? Dave, go ahead.
I mean-
is this long enough? Do we have time
They-
constraints again?
we're
or
not even
less?
talking about the
I think
Jaguars.
We're
That's-
fine now.
Okay, good.
We're
I
gonna
mean,
find out.
We don't need to talk about the Jaguars. This is just an NFL.
everyone's going to say
WWE
Josh
podcast.
Allen, but I like to go against the curve. I'm going to say McDermott because he changed his
You have a
organization
curve?
around.
What do you think?
I'm going to say I'm going to stay with the curve. Josh Allen.
I said McDermott.
I said Josh.
I have neither of those. You guys actually know who I'm saying. I'm gonna say.
You're going to say Kim Pagula.
Trey White.
You think I'm going to say Trey White? Who do you actually think I'm going to say?
You're going to say Brandon Bean.
I've told you guys many times who deserves a statue on this team.
Oh, you're going to say Taron Johnson.
Taron frickin' Johnson deserves a statue.
My favorite player.
Biggest play in the Buffalo Bills history. I would say history.
Yes. To be fair, my brain started working in 2005, so I don't know what happened.
I think that's the biggest
prior
singular play in NFL Bills history.
I just gained my consciousness.
Am I wrong? Do you think that that's not the most singular biggest play in Bills history?
I think you are 100% wrong.
What is the most single biggest play in Bills history then?
The missed Scott Norwood field goal, and I would
That's
say
not a
and
positive.
You can have people comment
not a
on this.
positive.
I would think people would agree with us.
That's not a positive.
It doesn't have to be positive.
The most positive single play in Bills history. Got something for that? Home run throwback?
That 98-yard TO touchdown.
Wrong.
No,
I think it's the most positive.
meaningless game.
I think it's the most positive Buffalo Bills play in history of the Bills.
Yeah.
I would say it's maybe top 3, but
When
the
you-
Steve Christie Tennessee or Houston Oilers game comes to mind too.
When Joe Ferguson threw
But
that
that was a
touchdown.
Oilers
wild
have been
card
around
game.
for ages.
That was a wild
1968.
card game.
Joe Ferguson throwing touchdowns in 1968.
Words. I think that Taron Johnson making that play, no fans. Think about it. The pandemic. We're all down. That was the biggest.
The band.
That was the highest high that we had that year by far. Tell me I'm wrong.
That year, sure, yeah, I agree.
Like everything involved.
I agree.
Divisional
I
round
would
at
say it's
home.
the biggest play in the last 10 years. Yes.
I would go further. Was there a big drought play? Listen,
100 years.
Listen, them ending the drought wasn't even them ending the drought. That was the Bengals. Bungles. Andy Daltons.
Bengals suck.
Am I wrong by saying that that might be the biggest play? At least in the
No,
last 30
I'm not
years.
saying you're wrong. It's an opinion-based thing.
I wonder if we can
We
find
speak
a
only
factual-
facts here.
I wonder if we can find it factual. I think he deserves a statue.
I agree.
We're gonna have Tim Graham on. Should I follow up with him?
I thought we should.
I don't think Tim Graham would agree that Taron Johnson deserves a statue.
We can ask him.
Because you go back
Bless
in
you.
history. Jim Kelly doesn't even have a statue.
Does he deserve one? He lost 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
He
Yes.
should be taken off the Wall of Fame. For reasons I'm not talking about on mic. We'll talk about it later.
You should edit that out.
No, that's fine.
You think Jim Kelly deserves a statue?
Yes.
You're putting up. He's about to be surpassed on everything in Josh Allen in the next 3 years.
So do it now before you can.
Dude, it's still relevant. That means knock him out of my nose. Such a bad take.
We're back, baby.
So do it before he's second. when they can change the plaque. He used to be first.
Tyler Bass.
Bruce Smith deserves a statue.
Who'd you say?
Tyler Bass.
That's not Bruce Smith, guys.
Bruce Smith? Oh. Hey, he doesn't know. He can't read
It is
cursive.
it's Tyler Bass.
No, it's not. He can't read cursive. Don't believe him.
We were giving the ball away prior to Tyler Bass being on the team.
We were. And Bruce Smith.
Been trying to give this ball away since 1989.
He was on the team then.
1985.
He was drafted that year.
1984.
Okay, he was first pick eligible.
I already know where we're at right now.
Score predictions. Jake.
50-0.
Oh my God, such a wrong stat. Go ahead.
35-10, the Bills, big game by the entire defense.
Mm-hmm. What about you?
Josh Allen
Mm-hmm.
has 450 yards total offense this week. 4 touchdowns total. Wow. And he pushes himself further in the lead for MVP.
Jeez.
Okay,
Bills win 42-20.
something I was going to say was I think Mitch Trubisky has more yards than Josh Allen this week. Josh Allen's sitting
I don't
by
think that's
halftime.
possible. No, he won't sit by halftime. He wants an MVP. Let's not make this more than what it is. He wants the MVP. He is currently the 350 favorite for MVP. So he is plus 350, and then everyone else is 550.
Who's the 2 players behind him?
Tom Brady, Kyler Murray.
Wow.
Tom Brady should not be there.
Tom Brady should
He's
absolutely
playing
be
lights
there.
out football.
He has so many yards and so many touchdowns.
He's playing lights out football.
He does have a stacked team, though, so I don't know.
Matt Stafford deserves to be there.
No.
Okay, we can go through this again because we did this week. Matt Stafford has one more game than Josh Allen and has 160 more yards and the same amount of touchdowns.
And less weapons.
Wrong. So wrong.
Cooper Kupp's the best wide receiver in football.
Probably, yeah. And Stephon Diggs. So Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp, Rob Woods, Cole Beasley,
Deshaun
Van
Jackson
Jefferson.
until yesterday.
Van Jefferson. Yeah, I mean, he's so much deeper.
They cut
Tyler
Deshaun
Higbee.
Jackson because they're that.
Tyler
good.
Higbee.
Do I have Van Jefferson on my team?
You all right, man?
You're gonna check this now. We're doing something.
We're having a conversation.
We're literally in the middle of 2 things: a podcast and a conversation.
Yeah.
It's not a conversation when I'm wrong about what I say to you guys.
Then we've never had a
Did
conversation.
you just hit serendipity? Listen, guys, thanks for
Yeah, the
Thanks for-
Jaguars bore us. I hope you guys enjoyed the conversation we made for you.
Just leave a score prediction.
help that SEO. Like it and leave a score prediction.
Wait,
Tell your
what are the
friends.
jerseys this weekend? We should talk about jerseys.
I've already sent them out. What are you going to do?
No, what are the Bills wearing?
Oh,
I don't know.
probably white. Did you see that they did the throwback this last week?
Yeah.
I
And
was
did a
watching
gray
the
face
game.
mask.
Did it? That sucks.
Didn't look.
Well,
white.
was it by accident or on purpose?
Yeah.
Probably part of like the
Definitely
I
an
mean, that
accident.
sucks.
No, it's probably
I
on
hate-
purpose.
White face masks forever.
Yeah.
What are you trying to say there? You think the gray face masks are bad luck?
You
They got
Hulk,
to the
you Hulk Hogan on us?
They got to the AFC Championship game with gray face masks.
The white face masks.
I like the
look
blue.
better. Yeah. I don't think we can do that.
Did they do white with the red helmets?
I don't know.
No.
What do they do, buddy?
They do white with the red helmets. No, I don't think they did. Ever.
That's a shame.
No, because remember Jim
Drew
Kelly in the Giants Super Bowl,
Bledsoe.
he did wear white, but it was it wasn't this kind of white.
Drew
Because those
Bledsoe
numbers
Bills.
were red.
They did white with the red helmets.
That's not the white I'm talking about.
looks
What
good.
white did you mean, Cuzzo?
The white they're wearing now?
The white face masks. We're talking about face masks.
Oh, I don't know then.
What were you thinking? White helmets?
Jerseys.
No, they had those weird ass jerseys. Yo, rank the last 3 years of jerseys.
We're just killing time here, aren't we? The Jaguars bored us that much.
We're talking about the Bills.
Last 3 years of jerseys?
Like the last 3 sets.
Okay.
So we have the current form.
See,
We had that weird form where they had like that half collar.
yeah. Looking back, like the Reebok jerseys were god awfully
Weird
disgusting.
colors. That doesn't go with the Bills colors at all.
Oh,
Let me just
it was like a
What year
dark
was that?
navy
What era
blue.
was that?
I don't know. It was pre 2010,
2008 to like
whatever.
Like
Before they
T.O.'s
went,
time?
yeah, before they went to Nike. Yeah.
Pretty much TO till, what did that start? Peerless Price, so like 99?
Yeah.
I like the old jerseys with like Eric Moulds, Peerless Price, Jim Kelly, that whole era.
So like the 90s. You like that tealish jersey.
Yeah.
This. A little bit more royal blue.
And I like what they wear now. That whole Drew Bledsoe and like
Yeah, Travis Henry.
those weren't cool. McGahee's, yeah.
That didn't make any sense. It didn't look
was
good.
dark
It didn't look good at all.
It just looked like Ralph Wilson was looking for a way to make a cheap buck by selling jerseys.
But do you remember it was like Ryan Fitzpatrick. That was like too light of blue. Like
No,
Baby
when they
blue?
had like that corner off collar.
That was okay. We didn't look like a fierce team though.
I wish the Bills had a black jersey. I know it doesn't fit
Black looks
any
cool.
of it, but yeah, like the Arizona Cardinals have a fantastic black
Vegas.
set.
Vegas has cool jerseys.
I don't like anything about the Raiders.
Like now, yeah.
Never.
They're gross.
I think the Jags have a black jersey. You think the Jags wear their black
They're
jersey?
probably isn't that their only home jersey?
They don't have the teal anymore? They have the teal.
I don't think they really wear that anymore.
I don't know, man.
I'll bet you $1. I don't know. I know no information. I'll put $1 if they wear black.
You know what?
I'll wear $1
Actually,
if they wear
not
teal.
to change topic, but the Jets have a black jersey. Do you guys like that?
They do. I think that's weird.
They're green.
Do the Steelers have a black jersey? No.
Well, they got that like stupid retro one that has black in it.
The Bears do, but
Falcons have a blackish jersey.
They
They have a
do.
blackout jersey. I like that. I think black jerseys are
Black
sleek.
jerseys are cool.
Who else has a black jersey? Bengals? Bengals have
Chargers used to have a black jersey.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Do the 90s Chargers. Home jersey.
I don't.
Chargers used to have a black jersey.
I don't want to believe.
Yeah, do like Drew Brees, Chargers.
He wasn't in the 90s. No, that's navy blue.
You don't have to go back that far.
That's
no,
navy blue.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is. Drew Brees.
I'm trying to picture it. I can't.
Chargers. You guys always want to talk about rifting. This is exactly what we would need to do for rifting. Yeah, this is navy blue, David.
Let me see.
No, it's not. I'll show you. You're not looking at the right jersey.
That's navy blue.
That?
Navy blue.
Yeah, that's.
I liked those. Those were Marty Schottenheimer days. Did you know that Marty Schottenheimer was the Bills' offensive coordinator in the 90s?
Yeah, I did know that.
Did you?
Yes.
Wade
I'm
Phillips.
thinking about jerseys.
What's your favorite jersey of all time? Any sport.
I like, okay. All time like the early 2000s Sabres jerseys, the black goat heads.
Black Goat has a really good jersey. I think it wasn't that great of a jersey. I like the double red
Well,
swords.
especially because what we went.
Yeah,
to,
I
the
think
fuck
that
is
it's
what-
the what happened in those jerseys.
We can't have a jersey conversation without talking about Oregon Ducks always having a new jersey.
Yeah, why can't? Well, there's something weird with the goat head, right? Like we don't own the
The
rights.
red? Is
Like,
that the
why-
red one?
No one owns the rights.
That's
Like
the thing.
other randoms can use it. No one's owned the rights. Galasano didn't use that because he didn't own the rights.
Like I want to be able to buy shit with that goat head.
Can't. Weird.
I think the best jersey in the NFL is the Bengals. I know it's orange and stuff, but I just like the color.
Wow, who's the best? I think the Arizona Cardinals black.
I think the Buffalo Bills. No,
No, they do have a good jersey.
the Raiders. I like the Raiders jersey a lot. I'm not a big fan of this gray silver helmet, but I like.
I think they've had the same jersey my entire lifetime. And that's okay.
Wouldn't it be cool if the Bills did a blackout game where like
I would love that.
they did like the negative of their helmet or their logo on the helmet?
Oh, you know what? Saints have a black jersey.
They do. There's a lot of black jerseys out there. The Bucks have a black jersey? No, they have.
Yeah, they do. Alternative jersey. They do.
I don't think so.
I think black jerseys are good jerseys.
But it's like dark brown. It's like poop brown.
No, I think it's black.
The Ravens have a black jersey. That's a good
That's
jersey.
tight.
That's a good
That's
jersey.
good.
He wore that in the
I
playoff.
mean, that's
game.
not really good. It's
No,
gray.
it's gray. That's gray. The Ravens have a black jersey. I like that. You know whose jerseys I will hate? The Browns.
Yes.
You don't even have a logo.
Yeah, Browns
they
put
do,
them.
but it's just
Browns
weird.
backed themselves in a corner. Where
You know what jerseys I really like was the ones that the
Don't
Packers,
bet-
the
don't-
Packer, the ones that the Packers wore recently.
The retros.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
Don't back baby into a corner.
you know, old school good jersey was the Houston Oilers. I like that jersey.
Powder blues.
Yeah, but I hate
The
when
LaDainian Thomas and Chargers powder blues were really good. I like that
Aren't
logo.
those still around?
Kind of. They have a good logo.
the curved bolt.
Yeah, we were at the mall the other day and we were like, "Oh,
Actually,
I wish I was a
the
Chargers
Cowboys jersey that they and I just said I hate the Cowboys, but the Cowboys jersey they wear on Thanksgiving every year. That's a cool jersey.
fan." The blue with the white shoulders.
Yeah,
It's all right.
49ers and the Browns.
They have a black jersey.
49ers and the
have a black
Browns are
jersey.
the two teams that always have the
They
same
wear that
jerseys.
Sunday night.
Raiders.
Against the Bills, right?
49ers have a black jersey.
Respect.
I like
You
the
want to go all-time sports?
I like the late '80s Chicago swingman jerseys. The red ones, those are really nice.
Those are good. Dave, what's your all-time favorite sports jersey?
Houston doesn't have a black.
I
They have a red jersey. I like the Houston.
I don't
like
know.
the Houston red
like
jersey.
I was saying, that Oregon Ducks always have a new jersey, college football team.
Yeah.
They have a ridiculous.
Constantly have a brand new
Do
jersey
you want to know why?
because Suge Knight or Phil Knight, one of the Knights,
No.
is the owner. Yeah, that's exactly why.
No, it's because Nike's based out of Oregon.
Because Phil Knight went to Oregon.
Fuck is Phil Knight?
Owns Nike.
The creator of Nike.
Fuck Phil Knight.
But I don't know if it's just me growing up or whatever, but always the Chicago Bulls.
You'll grow up one day, buddy. We'll get there.
Chicago Bulls always had like a very cool, marketable, intimidating jersey.
I don't think I would say any NBA jersey is intimidating.
Do they? Do they?
That's not
You
intimidating.
think this is intimidating?
Why is his head so small?
Hey, chill. You think this is intimidating?
So
UB Bulls have a nice jersey.
True. What's your
They have a
all-time,
black jersey.
what's your all-time favorite sports jersey?
Quebec Nordiques blue jersey.
Pull it up. I've never seen it.
I have one upstairs.
Oh, you know what?
Coyotes is cool.
My Ducks, or Ducks, whatever they call them, that's a very cool jersey.
Anaheim.
Even the Krakens have cool jerseys.
True.
I haven't seen those yet. I'll see them tomorrow. I actually own this specific jersey.
I have to.
Joe Sakic. That's nice.
I'm gonna have to end this soon. I know we're chatting, but
You can leave whenever you want. We can still podcast.
I guess you can. Yeah, it's just a couple guys sitting around a table talking, right?
We just be shooting the shit. You do anything fun lately, David?
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care
Zack
and
does not
enjoy.
care.